Cardi B is firing back at critics after spending separate Christmases with Stefon Diggs, and fans are going wild. What really happened between the rapper and the NFL star? Why are people questioning their relationship? And how is Cardi responding to the backlash? Stay tuned, because the truth behind the drama is more revealing and messier than you might think. Welcome back to the channel, where we dive into the juiciest, most talked about celebrity stories and scandals. Today we're breaking down a story that has fans buzzing. Cardi B speaking out about the criticism she received after spending separate Christmases from her rumored boyfriend, NFL star Stefon Diggs. In this video, we're going to cover the full story, from the events that sparked the controversy to Cardi's candid responses and the reactions from fans and the media. You'll get the facts, the context, and the behind-the-scenes details that explain why this seemingly simple holiday choice turned into a social media storm. We'll also explore what this tells us about celebrity relationships in the public eye, how public scrutiny affects personal decisions, and the way Cardi B handles criticism with her signature boldness. Make sure you watch until the end, because the final part reveals a surprising twist about how this drama might affect their relationship going forward, and you won't want to miss it. To understand why this story blew up, we first need to look at the events that sparked the controversy. Over the holiday season, Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, who have been rumored to be romantically involved, spent Christmas apart. While many couples prioritize celebrating together, the pair chose to spend the holiday separately, something that immediately caught the attention of fans and the media. Social media quickly lit up with speculation. Were they having problems? Was this a sign of tension in their relationship? Or was it simply a matter of scheduling conflicts? Fans were especially curious because both Cardi B and Stefon Diggs are highly visible figures with very active public lives. Cardi, known for her transparency on social media, often shares glimpses of her personal life, while Stefon Diggs is constantly in the spotlight due to his NFL career. The combination of their high-profile statuses meant that even a simple decision like celebrating separate Christmases could be turned into a viral topic overnight. Critics and fans alike started questioning the dynamics of their relationship. Many commenters suggested that spending the holidays apart signaled potential issues, while others defended the pair, noting that celebrity schedules and professional commitments often make it impossible to coordinate family or holiday plans perfectly. Meanwhile, media outlets began publishing stories with headlines that hinted at drama, feeding into the frenzy. What made this situation even more compelling was Cardi B's reaction. Unlike many celebrities who might ignore rumors or let them fizzle out, Cardi chose to address the criticism head-on. Through social media posts and interviews, she shared her side of the story, emphasizing that spending separate holidays doesn't indicate trouble, but rather is simply a reflection of modern relationships and the busy lives they lead. However, her responses didn't just clarify the situation, they also added fuel to the fire. Cardi's candid and unapologetic tone divided audiences. Some admired her honesty and boldness, while others felt she could have handled it more discreetly. This mix of admiration and criticism kept the conversation alive and sparked even more online debates about love, privacy, and expectations in celebrity relationships. By now you might be wondering, what exactly did Cardi say, and how did her comments escalate the discussion even further? In the next section, we'll break down her statements, the context behind them, and the reactions that followed, including some responses that caught fans completely off guard. This is where the story starts getting really interesting, and the drama deepens in ways you wouldn't expect. After the initial wave of speculation, Cardi B decided to take control of the narrative and address the criticism directly. True to her bold personality, she didn't hold back. On social media, she posted candid messages explaining why she and Stefon Diggs spent separate Christmases, emphasizing that their choices were personal and practical rather than indicative of any problems. Cardi highlighted that maintaining individual traditions, balancing busy careers, and managing personal commitments are part of modern relationships, especially for high-profile celebrities whose schedules rarely resonated with many fans who appreciated her honesty and openness, but it also drew pushback from critics who questioned her approach. Some argued that public figures have an added responsibility to manage the perception of their relationships, particularly when so much of their life is scrutinized. Others praised Cardi for rejecting the pressure to conform to societal expectations about how couples should celebrate holidays, pointing out that she was normalizing autonomy and independence within relationships. But Cardi didn't stop there. In a series of videos and interviews, she went further to address what she called the double standard in celebrity relationships. She pointed out that men often escape criticism for similar situations, while women, especially outspoken women like her, face disproportionate scrutiny. Cardi's statement sparked intense discussion online, with hashtags trending on Twitter and Instagram as fans debated her points and shared their own perspectives on relationships, expectations, and personal boundaries. Adding another layer to the controversy, some insiders hinted at additional context behind the separate Christmases. Sources close to the couple suggested that the holiday split was partly due to professional obligations. Stefon Diggs had a demanding NFL schedule with team commitments and travel, while Cardi had media appearances, family engagements, and her own personal projects. This explanation provided a more nuanced understanding of the situation, showing that what appeared to some as a sign of conflict was actually a reflection of busy lives intersecting in complicated ways. Yet, even with clarification, not everyone was satisfied. Critics continued to speculate, framing the situation as a relationship test or implying that underlying tensions existed. Meanwhile, Cardi's supporters rallied to defend her, creating a polarized discussion online that kept the story trending for days. The public debate demonstrated just how powerful social media has become in shaping perceptions, with every post, comment, or reaction amplified to the point where even private decisions can feel like public spectacles. And here's where the suspense deepens. Despite the initial backlash, Cardi's unfiltered approach may have had unexpected effects, not only on public perception but also on her relationship with Stefon Diggs. Some insiders suggest that her decision to speak out could have strengthened their bond, showing trust and mutual understanding in the face of external pressure. Others speculate that it may have created tension, as navigating public scrutiny while maintaining personal boundaries is never easy. Once Cardi B spoke out about spending separate Christmases from Stefon Diggs, the story didn't just stay in the celebrity bubble, it exploded across social media platforms, trending on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok almost immediately. Fans, commentators, and even casual observers couldn't help but weigh in, turning a personal holiday decision into a viral cultural moment. The sheer volume of reactions shows just how invested the public is in Cardi's life, and it illustrates the high stakes of being a celebrity in the digital age. On Twitter, thousands of users shared their thoughts. Some praised Cardi for setting boundaries and refusing to let public opinion dictate her personal life. Tweets ranged from supportive messages like, "Cardi does her," "We should do the same," to discussions about autonomy in relationships and how modern couples navigate busy schedules. These supportive comments highlighted a segment of her fan base that admired her courage and transparency. Meanwhile, critics and skeptics were just as vocal. Many questioned whether the separate holidays were truly innocent or hinted at deeper relationship issues. Social media threads quickly filled with speculation, memes, and even reaction videos analyzing every move of the couple. Fans debated whether Stefon Diggs' NFL obligations were a legitimate reason for the separation, and some went so far as to dissect Cardi's tone in her statements, suggesting that her phrasing revealed frustration or underlying tension. This mix of curiosity and judgment amplified the story, keeping it trending for days. TikTok played a particularly interesting role in escalating the conversation. Creators made short, engaging videos reacting to Cardi's statements, some satirical, others supportive, which quickly went viral. Many used clips from her social media posts, overlaying commentary, text, and humorous edits. These videos attracted millions of views, likes, and shares, turning the story into a digital spectacle that reached beyond her immediate fan base. The result was a feedback loop. The more viral content spread, the more media outlets reported on it, which in turn created more content and discussion. Itself was intense and varied. Entertainment news sites, celebrity gossip blogs, and even mainstream outlets covered the story, often framing it as a reflection of modern celebrity relationships. Some articles focused on Cardi's boldness in responding directly to criticism, framing her as unapologetic and relatable. Others emphasized the perceived tension or drama, hinting at potential complications in her relationship with Stefon Diggs. This dual narrative created tension and suspense, leaving audiences wondering what the couple's next move might be. Adding another layer, some fans began analyzing past posts, public appearances, and interviews for clues about the relationship's status. Every holiday photo, Instagram story, or social media comment became fodder for speculation. The level of scrutiny was so intense that even small gestures, like liking a post or tagging someone in a comment, were interpreted as meaningful signals about the couple's dynamic. This demonstrates the extreme pressure public figures face in maintaining personal boundaries while in the public eye. The story of Cardi B speaking out after spending separate Christmases with Stefon Diggs is more than just a celebrity drama. It offers a window into the complex dynamics of relationships in the public eye. For fans, it's entertaining, but for those involved, it's a real-life lesson on balancing personal life, love, and public scrutiny. First, this situation highlights the challenges high-profile couples face. Unlike most people, Cardi and Stefon's decisions are never private. Every choice, from holiday plans to casual social media interactions, is dissected and analyzed by millions of eyes. This level of scrutiny can create unnecessary tension and pressure, which can strain even the strongest relationships. Their situation demonstrates that in the era of social media, personal boundaries are hard to maintain, and even the simplest decisions can become global talking points. Second, the story reveals the power of communication and transparency. Cardi's decision to address the criticism head-on shows how public figures can reclaim their narrative. By speaking openly, she not only clarified misconceptions, but also modeled honesty and assertiveness for fans. At the same time, her approach sparked debate and differing opinions, highlighting that public engagement is always a double-edged sword. Every statement has consequences, and in the celebrity world, transparency often comes at the cost of privacy. Another critical lesson is about societal expectations and double standards. Cardi B pointed out that women, especially outspoken women, are judged more harshly for their choices than men in similar situations. This story underscores how societal norms influence public perception, placing added pressure on women in high-profile relationships to justify or explain their actions. Cardi's bold response challenges those norms, promoting a message of independence, autonomy, and self-confidence. The situation also reflects the influence of social media as both a tool and a challenge. Platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok amplify every action, turning private matters into public conversations. Viral trends, memes, and fan speculation can escalate stories far beyond the control of those involved. In Cardi and Stefon's case, social media kept the drama alive and ensured that the story remained trending long after the holiday season ended. It's a reminder that in the digital age, fame comes with constant public exposure, and every decision has the potential to go viral. Finally, there's a human element that resonates with all audiences. Despite the fame, money, and attention, the couple faces struggles familiar to anyone in a relationship: managing schedules, maintaining personal connections, and handling external judgment. Cardi and Stefon's experience shows that even for celebrities, love and relationships require negotiation, understanding, and sometimes the courage to make unpopular choices for the sake of personal happiness. And here's the final twist that leaves fans curious. Insiders suggest that this public exchange may have actually strengthened the couple's bond. By addressing criticism together and standing firm in their choices, Cardi and Stefon could be demonstrating a modern approach to handling fame, privacy, and relationships, showing that love can survive the scrutiny of millions. So the story isn't just about a holiday or a controversy. It's about navigating life, love, and public perception in a world where every move is watched, judged, and dissected. It's a lesson in resilience, communication, and staying true to oneself, no matter the noise around you.